students, to new chapter now. Okay, it's chapter number 6, Introduction to Trigonometry. Yes, it's the first session, right? Before we see what is trigonometry, I would like to describe in brief the application of trigonometry. Okay, children, if you want to find the height of a multi-storied building, what can you do? Well, you can take a long string, go up on the terrace, tie one stone at one end of the string, and then lower the stone till it just touches the ground. At the other end, you put a knot, alright? Okay, and then you can find the distance or length of the string between the stone and that knot. That will be the height of the building. So physically you have to do lot of work to find the height of the building. Now think, suppose you have to find the height of a tree. Yes, climbing the tree would be difficult. Anyway, after doing a laborious work, you can find out the height of the tree as well. You want to find the height of the mountain. Alright? Can you find? Well, difficult, isn't it? Say suppose you are on the 10th floor of a multi-storied building and you are watching a tree at some distance from the window on the 10th floor. Sitting there or from there, can you calculate the height of the tree? Is it possible? Yes, children. You are in the helicopter and the helicopter is hovering over a river. Sitting in the helicopter, can you find out the width of the river? Is it possible? It is. You are on the ground and you are watching aeroplane flying in the sky. Can you find out the height at which the aeroplane is flying? Yes, from there itself you can find out. Or you are sitting in the aeroplane. Can you find out the height at which your aeroplane is flying? Yes, it is possible. You can do all these things if you have the knowledge of trigonometry. Do you understand? If you have the knowledge of trigonometry, you can do all these things. So now the question is, what is trigonometry? Correct? Didn't you find the applications of this chapter very interesting? Yes, children. It is widely used in various fields. Fine. Now the question is, what is trigonometry? Okay. What do you mean by trigonometry? Definitely, metry means to measure. Metry means to measure. And the trigo word comes from triangle. Correct? So very simple. Trigonometry means nothing, measurement of triangle. Measurement of triangle. This is acute angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. Alright. And this is obtuse angle triangle. Alright. This is obtuse angle triangle. This is acute angle triangle. In this all three, okay, that I can discuss later. Okay, children. Now, measurement of triangle means what? It has 6 parts. It has 6 elements. 3 angles, and 3 sides. So, if you measure all 3 angles and all 3 sides of a triangle, the measurement of triangle is done. Correct? Say suppose with ruler you measure this. This is 5.1 centimeter. This is 5.2 centimeter. And this is 5 centimeter. Measure of this angle is 60 degree. Measure of this angle is 50 degree. Measure of this angle is 70 degree. With the protractor you measure the angle. With ruler you measure the sides. So you measured all 6 parts of this triangle. So measurement of triangle is done. This is trigonometry. There is much more in trigonometry. Alright? Yes. Can you find out the measure of remaining 2 angles? No. One is 90 definitely. If this is 30 degree, you can easily find out the measure of the third one. Here, say this is 3 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter. Then can you find out the measure of the third side? Yes, using Pythagoras. Here 90 plus 30 is 120. And you know identity of triangle. Total measure is 180. So 180 minus 120 gives you 60. So you can find out that. And here using Pythagoras you will get this 5 centimeter. 3, 4 and 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. You know that very well. Correct? Okay. Chali. Suppose this is 110 degree and this is 20 degree. Can you find out the measure of third angle? Very easy. The total measure of all three angle is 180 minus the total measure of this two angle is 130. So if you subtract it is 50. This is 5 centimeter. This is 5.5 centimeter. Can you find out the measure of third side? No. Only you can find out that measure of third side if you know the measure of two sides in right triangle. If you use the Pythagoras. Anyway, we measure and find it out. That is 7.3 centimeter. Alright. So getting measure of all three angles and all three sides of a triangle is measurement of triangle. Alright. Children, as I said, well, in our study, we have only right angle triangle. हम सिर्फ right angle triangle के measurement की बात करेंगे. We won't be talking about acute angle triangle or obtuse angle triangle in 10th standard. So the trigonometry that we are going to learn in 10th standard is related to only right triangle or right angled triangle. Alright. अब एक बात पूछता हूं. Suppose you have measure of two. Okay. Besides right angle, you have measure of one more angle. So can you find out the measure of third angle without measuring? Yes. Take total of this. 90 plus 60, 150. The total measure of all three angle is 180. 180 minus 150 is 30. So you can get that. Similarly, suppose you don't know the measure of this side. The measures of two sides are given. So can you find out the measure of third side? If it is a right triangle, yes. Once again you can use Pythagoras and find it out. But say suppose in right triangle you have only right angle and you have measure of two sides. Can you find out the measure of third side? Obviously using Pythagoras you can find out. Can you find the measure of this angle? Yes, if you have knowledge of trigonometry, though only one angle is known, the other two are not known, you can easily find out the measure of that angle using trigonometric ratios. We'll discuss what are trigonometric ratios. So you can find out this as well as this. Next, this is the right triangle. Measure of this angle is given and one of the side is given 4 centimeter. Can you find out the measure of remaining two sides? Yes. Though two sides are unknown, you can easily find out using trigonometric ratios because this angle is given. Suppose it is 30. Because this angle is given, you can find out the measure. Third, you can find out definitely क्योंकि दो का तो पता है 180 में से ये दो का total minus कर दो तो you will find out. But remaining two sides also you can get. So yes, when you have only measure of one angle besides right angle in right triangle, you can find out the measure of third angle as well as measures of other two sides if you know measure of one side. Okay. So now the question is, what are trigonometric ratios? Okay. What are trigonometric ratios? So before we see what are trigonometric ratios, children, first we should know what are ratios. You already know, will recall. Okay. Children, try to understand ratio. Alright. Prakash. Age of Prakash is 50 years. Alright. Sharon. Age of Sharon is 18 years. Alright. Now the question is, what is the ratio of age of Prakash and Sharon? Okay. So P, I'll put symbol P for age of Prakash is to S for age of Sharon is equal to, if you look at Prakash's age, it is 50, is to age of Sharon, it is 18, correct? So 50 upon 18, this is reducible to 9s are to 25s are. Further, it cannot be simplified. So the simple ratio or the simplest ratio is 25 is to 9. This shows that if the age of Prakash is 25 years, then age of Sharon is 9 years. In other words, if age of Prakash is multiple of 25, what are the multiples of 25? 25, 50, 75, alright? So if I take 25, then age of Sharon is 9. If I take second multiple 50, then what is the second multiple of 9? 18. So if Prakash's age is 50 years, then age of Sharon would be 18 years. If Prakash's age is third multiple of 25, that is 75 years, then third multiple of 9 is 27 years. So ratio compares the age here. The ratio compares the age of Sharon and Prakash. If age of Prakash is 100 years, then the age of Sharon will be 9 posa 36 years. Are you getting me? Are you getting me, children? Sure, 100%. So ratio, what I mean to say, the ratio actually compares two quantities, two same quantities. Let's take another example. All right. Elephant. The weight of elephant, I am talking about the weight, is 1500 kg. Alright. And goat. The weight of goat is, let's say, 150 kg. Alright. The weight of goat is 150 kg. So let's find out the ratio. E is to G is equal to 1500 is to 150. This can be reduced. 1500 upon 150. 0 cancel. 15 ones are and this 1 0. So you got 10 upon 1. That is 10 is to 1. So E is to G. Alright. Understood? So if the weight of elephant is 10 kg, the weight of goat is 1 kg. If I take 10th multiple of 10, that is 10 tens are 100. If the weight of elephant is 100 kg, then weight of goat is 10 kg. If I take 25th multiple of 10, so 10 into 25, 250, and 1 into 25 will be 25. So if the weight of elephant is 250 kg, then the weight of goat is how much? 25 kg. Is that clear to you? Now, instead of taking elephant first, you may take goat first. Weight of goat is to weight of elephant. Weight of goat is 150 kg. Is to weight of elephant is 1500 kg. So now, yeah, no need to write the unit because they cancel. 1500, 0, 0, 15 ones are, and this is 10. So this is 1 is to 10. This is 1 is to 10. Now, 10 is to 1 can be written as 10 upon 1 in fractional form. 1 is to 10 can be written as 1 upon 10 in fractional form. So if you look at these two boxes, they are reciprocal of each other. They are reciprocal of each other. Or you can say they are inverse of each other. And if two numbers are reciprocal of each other or inverse of each other, what is their product? 1 upon 10 into 10 upon 1 is equal to, the product is always 1. 2 upon 3 multiplied by 3 upon 2, the product is 1. 7 into 1 upon 7, 7 cancels, the product is 1. So if two real numbers are reciprocal of each other or inverse of each other, then their product is 1. वो ध्यान रखना. Okay, चलिए. So you understand. I hope you understood what is ratio. In fact, yes, you had learned this earlier. आज थोड़ा refresh कर लिया. Ratio का मतलब क्या होता है, फिर से हमने याद कर लिया. Now we are not going to talk about ratios. We are going to talk about special ratios, which are trigonometric ratios. All right? Okay. Before moving on to trigonometric ratios, again, the number of ratios that we get using different numbers of real numbers, वो भी हमें देखना है पहले. All right? समझिए, I take two real numbers, 2 and 3. सिर्फ दो real number लिए. How many ratios can be produced from it? First ratio, definitely 2:3. Second ratio, definitely 3:2. So either you can say 2/3 and 3/2. These are the two ratios. Ratio normally we write in this form, but same thing can be written in fractional form. Okay? Rational number form. So these are the two ratios. So you can produce two ratios are given by two real numbers. If you take two real numbers, you will get two. Yeah, the two real numbers should be distinct. Let me say, here I have taken 2 and 3, which are known numbers. But if I take unknown numbers, A, B, they are not known. Then which ratio? First ratio would be, I may write A upon B, or I can write A is to B. Second, B upon A, or I can write B is to A. A is to B and B is to A are reciprocal of each other. They are inverse of each other. Correct? So if you have two real numbers, it will produce two ratios. Now interesting, we have three real numbers, x, y, z. So first ratio, you can take x is to y. Second ratio, x is to z. And third ratio, y is to z. Any more ratios? Any more ratios can you get? Yes, सबके reciprocal. Number 4, reciprocal of this, y is to x. Reciprocal of this, z is to x. Reciprocal of the third one, z is to y. So 6 ratios you got. Can you have 7th ratio here? Using these three real numbers? No. But if you have three distinct real numbers, it will produce 6 ratios for you. Alright? If you have 4 real numbers, A, B, C, D. So first ratio, I'm writing A is to B. Second ratio, A is to C. Third ratio, A is to D. Alright? Now this, B is to C. Right? Then start with this, B is to D. Then with C, C is to D. Any more? No. Now, uska inverse, B is to A, C is to A, D is to A, C is to B, D is to B, and D is to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. So 12 ratios you will get if you have 4 distinct real numbers. Alright? Anyway, this is what we call ratios. Alright? Please try to understand. Fine. As I said, in this chapter, we are going to have only the right triangle. Alright? So I am drawing one right triangle here. A, B, C. Children, what is the total measure of angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180? But what is angle B? 90. So angle A plus 90 plus angle C is equal to 180. So angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 minus 90. So angle A plus angle C is equal to 90. Children, recall Euclid's property. Angle C and angle A and angle C are paths of 90. Their total is 90. So angle A and angle C are paths of 90. And any part of the whole 90 is whole thing, पूरा दोनों को मिला के whole thing is 90. So each part is less than 90. Angle A will be less than 90. Angle C will be less than 90. That means if in a right triangle the other two angles beside the right angle are always less than 90, so this will be acute angle, this also would be acute angle, and I proved that as well. Okay, that you would have understood straightforward, but still I explained how we got it. All right, chaliye. Now length of the side AB, some real number 5.2 या 9.1 या 6.1, whatever, it is opposite to angle C, so I'll say small c. BC, its length is again a real number, any real number. It is opposite to angle A, so I call it small a, real number. And AC opposite to angle B, so I'll call B. Children, trigonometric ratios means ratios produced by triangle. Ratios produced by triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We know there are 3 real numbers, children. 3 real numbers are there. Alright. One is A upon B. You can take A upon B and B upon A. A upon C and C upon A. B upon C and C upon B. These are the 6 ratios produced by this right triangle. So that's why they are called trigonometric ratios. Are you getting me? Check. Now let's see one example here. Maria, she's mother, all right, produced 4 children. Child 1, child 2, child 3, child 4. A mother has produced 4 children. Now, so I put symbolically C1 for child 1, C2 for child 2, C3 and C4 for child 3 and 4 respectively. All right. Now, how these children will become known to the world, how these children will be recognized by the world, how these children will, how the world will recognize these children, how the world will know these children. How? By their names. उनके नाम से दुनिया इनको जानेगी, है कि नहीं? That means उसको कुछ नाम देना पड़ेगा. अच्छा, all right. So child 1 was named Josephine. All right. Child 2 was named Sebastian. Child 3 was named Patrick. And child 4 was named Barbara. So now the world knows child 3 is Patrick, child 1 is Josephine, child 4 is Barbara, child 2 is Sebastian. Alright? Like that, these trigonometric ratios are also to be known. They have to be named. If the world wants to know them, उनका नाम देना पड़ेगा. अच्छा, अभी दुनिया में पैट्रिक बहुत सारे नाम वाले होंगे, बाबरा भी बहुत सारे नाम वाले होंगे, तो उसके साथ with respect to father's name and surname we put second name and third name. I'll put father's name Josephine Francis, Sebastian Francis, Patrick Francis and Barbara Francis. Alright. So with respect to this father of these 4 children, they are named Barbara Francis, Patrick Francis, Sebastian Francis, Josephine Francis, or you can put surname Josephine Fernandez, Sebastian Fernandez, Patrick Fernandez, Barbara Fernandez. So मतलब सिर्फ नाम नहीं चलेगा, उसको with respect to father's name या with respect to surname कहना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि दुनिया में बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं. तो उसी तरह यहां भी with respect to one of the angle, यदि ये एंगल या ये एंगल, let me say this angle C, I call its measure theta. Theta is a Greek letter which shows real number here, maybe 30 degree, maybe 40 degree, maybe 45 degree. So theta. Theta is a Greek letter like that, alpha, beta, gamma, all right, psi. There are plenty of Greek letters that we'll be using. These are more popular. Theta is the most popular one. Then alpha, beta, gamma. All right? चलिए. So theta, with respect to theta, आप देख लो. This is opposite side. थीटा के सामने, ओके, ये राइट एंगल है, सो उसके सामने वाली साइड को हम हाइपोटेनियस कहते हैं, राइट, वी कॉल इट हाइपोटेनियस. और विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू थीटा, ए बी इज ऑपोजिट साइड, करेक्ट, एंड द रिमेनिंग साइड इज एडजेसेंट साइड, उसके बाजू वाली साइड, एडजेसेंट साइड. ऑलराइट, सो पहले आप हाइपोटेनियस लिख लो, फिर वो एंगल के सामने वाली साइड को अपोजिट साइड लिख लो, एक साइड बच जाएगी, दैट इज एडजेसेंट साइड. ऑलराइट, अब हम देखते हैं विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू थीटा, with respect to angle C, that is having measured theta, what is A upon B? A, adjacent side. I'll write in short, adjacent side, upon B, that is hypotenuse. चलिए, ये उसका उल्टा है. So hypotenuse upon adjacent side, right? A upon C. A is again adjacent side. A is adjacent side upon C, that is opposite side. All right, adjacent side upon opposite side. C upon A, उसका inverse है, so opposite side upon adjacent side. Correct? What is B upon C? B यहाँ है, hypotenuse upon C, opposite side. And definitely this is its inverse, so opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite side upon hypotenuse. अब ये adjacent side upon hypotenuse, उसको नाम दिया गया cosine with respect to angle theta. Cosine with respect to angle theta. इतना नंबर नाम दिया गया with respect to. चलिए, ये हाइपोटेनियस ऑफ एजेस सेक्टेंट, उसका नाम दिया गया सेक्टेंट with respect to angle theta. Adjacent side upon opposite side, cotangent with respect to angle theta, ऐसा नाम दिया गया. Opposite upon hypotenuse, tangent with respect to angle theta, ऐसा नाम दिया गया. Hypotenuse upon opposite, cosecant with respect to angle theta. All right, and opposite upon hypotenuse, sine with respect to angle theta. All right, I'll write those words clearly here. First one is cosine, the second one is secant, third one is cotangent, fourth one is tangent, fifth one is cosecant, all right, and the last one is sine. Of course, with respect to angle theta, with respect to angle theta, with respect to angle theta, yeah, same thing. All right, same thing we have to write, keep on writing. चलिए, अभी नाम तो बहुत ही लंबे हैं, और जब भी हमें उसका नाम लिखना होगा तो इतना लंबा लंबा नाम लिखना होगा, that is inconvenient to write. So for the sake of writing convenience, the name were briefed, the name was shortened. All right, और उसका नाम दिया गया, only first three letters were used, cos and then theta, cos theta. So cosine with respect to angle theta is called cos theta, and that ratio is A upon B, that first one. Second, secant, only first three letters, sec theta, and that is B upon A. A upon B, this ratio is called cos theta. B upon A, that ratio is called sec theta. Cotangent, only 3 letters, cot theta, and that is the third ratio, A upon C. Then tangent, TAN, tan theta, अब राइटिंग कन्वीनियंस हो गई, that is C upon A. Cosec, यहां हमने 5 लेटर्स लिए हैं, 3 लेटर्स लेंगे तो इसकी जैसे cos ही आएगा, so cosec theta, and that is A upon, sorry, that is the new one, cosec is B upon C. All right, and the last one, 3 letters, sin, sin, sin theta, and that is C upon B. So these are your trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios. समझ में आई बात? You will have to remember this. This is the definition. By definition, A upon B is cos theta. B upon A is sec theta. A upon C is cot theta. C upon A is tan theta. B upon C is cosec theta. And C upon B is sin theta. And what are A, B, and C? They are 3 real numbers. Small a is the length of the side opposite to angle A. Small b is the length of the side opposite to angle B. And small c is the length of the side opposite to angle C in right triangle ABC. इसको फिर से हम अच्छी तरह याद करें और एक ऑर्डर में लिख रहा हूं मैं. I'm going to write it in one order. All right? I hope you understood what are trigonometric ratios. So how many trigonometric ratios you have? 6. 6. Because 3 sides represent 3 real numbers. And 3 real numbers will produce 6 ratios. And they are given 6 different names with respect to acute angle. Okay? So children, these trigonometric ratios you will have to learn by heart. Okay? आपको बराबर लर्न करना पड़ेगा. And you should recall it instantly. किसी ने बोला, what is sin theta? Opposite upon hypotenuse. What is tan theta? Opposite upon adjacent. What is cosec theta? Hypotenuse upon opposite. What is sec theta? Hypotenuse upon adjacent. ऐसे recall करना पड़ेगा. Don't worry, I'll show you a trick. Don't worry. चलिए. Now, I start with cos theta. ये इस फिगर देखो. Cos theta. Then sin theta. Then tan theta. Cos and sin are fundamental trigonometric ratios. They are basic trigonometric ratios. इसको हम basic या fundamental trigonometric ratios. I am putting TR for trigonometric ratios. Cos and sin are main one, because if you know the value of cos and sin, the remaining 4 can be found very easily. What is reciprocal of cos? Sec theta. What is reciprocal of sin? Cosec theta. And what is reciprocal of tan? Cot theta. चलिए बताइए, what is cos theta? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse, A upon B. What is sin theta? Opposite upon hypotenuse, that is C upon B. What is tan theta? Opposite upon adjacent, that is C upon A. Sec is reciprocal of cos. वो A upon B है, so this is B upon A. Cosec is reciprocal of sin. Sin is C upon B, its reciprocal will be B upon sin. Cot is reciprocal of tan. Tan is C upon A, so cot will be A upon C. आप देख लीजिए बराबर नाम. A is adjacent side upon B is hypotenuse. So remember, cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. C is opposite upon B is hypotenuse. So remember, sin is opposite upon hypotenuse. फिर कुछ भी हो वहां, right? C is opposite or A is adjacent. So tan is opposite upon adjacent. इसको sec को cos का inverse कर दो, so that is hypotenuse B or A is adjacent. B is hypotenuse and C is opposite. A is adjacent or C is opposite. So please remember this. आपको लर्न बाय हार्ट करना ही है. ओके, लुक हियर, आप देखते रहो, यहां देखते रहो, मैं बोलता हूं. सेक थीटा हाइपोटेन्यूस अपॉन एडजेसेंट, टेन थीटा ऑपोजिट अपॉन एडजेसेंट. मिल रहा है ना? देखो मैं जो बोल रहा हूं. साइन थीटा ऑपोजिट अपॉन हाइपोटेन्यूस, कॉसेक थीटा हाइपोटेन्यूस अपॉन ऑपोजिट, कॉट थीटा एडजेसेंट अपॉन ऑपोजिट. देख लीजिए. सेक थीटा हाइपोटेन्यूस अपॉन एडजेसेंट. देख लीजिए. सो द वे आई एम एबल टू रिकॉल दिस डेफिनेशंस, आपको भी ऐसे रिकॉल करना है. मैं आपका ये लर्न करना बहुत बड़ा आसान कर देता हूं. आई एम गिविंग यू वन ट्रिक. ये तीन, टू आर बेसिक, कॉस एंड साइन, एंड द थर्ड वन सी फॉर कॉस. पहले वाला मैंने कॉस ले लिया, फिर साइन ले लेता हूं और फिर टेन. ऑलराइट. कह, CAH, कह. सो मैंने थोड़ा सा गैप रखा है, लेकिन बोलते समय सो, SOH, सो, CAH, कह, सो, टोवा. बस इतना याद रखो, आपकी डेफिनेशंस दिमाग में बैठ गई. ये क्या बता रहा है? C for cos is A for adjacent upon H for hypotenuse. Sin, O for opposite upon hypotenuse. Tan, O for opposite and A for adjacent. So opposite. Adjacent upon hypotenuse is cos. Opposite upon hypotenuse is sin. Opposite upon adjacent is tan. अब इसके नीचे लिखता हूं S, S के नीचे लिखता हूं C और इसके नीचे लिखता हूं C. ये है cos का रेसिप्रोकल sec, sin का रेसिप्रोकल cosec और tan का रेसिप्रोकल cot. सुन लीजिए मैंने क्या किया. What is cos? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. So what is sec? Hypotenuse upon adjacent. It's reciprocal, inverse. What is cosec? Hypotenuse upon opposite. What is tan? Opposite upon hypotenuse. What is cot? Adjacent upon opposite. So just remember ka, so, to, wa. C for cos, S for sin, T for tan. Cos का रेसिप्रोकल है sec, sin का रेसिप्रोकल है cosec और tan का रेसिप्रोकल है cot. करेक्ट? Adjacent upon hypotenuse, reciprocal hypotenuse upon adjacent. Opposite upon hypotenuse, उसका रेसिप्रोकल या इनवर्स hypotenuse upon opposite. And reciprocal of opposite upon adjacent is adjacent upon opposite. Clear to you? Did you understand? Okay. So we finished with the definition of 6 trigonometric ratios. All right. And which are the 6 trigonometric ratios? Cos theta, sin theta, okay, tan theta, sec theta, cosec theta, or cot theta. Please remember in this order. Which are the 2 fundamental trigonometric ratios? ये 6 में से पहले 2, cos और sin, they are called fundamental trigonometric ratios. Is that clear to you? चलिए एक और चीज आज देख लेते हैं हम लोग, and that is called interrelationship. ये 6 trigonometric ratios के बीच क्या संबंध है? What relation they have? How they can be expressed using an equation. देख लेते हैं. Children, please जरा अच्छी तरह देख लीजिए. Cos and sec, you know they are reciprocal of each other. So product is 1. या देख लो using Euclid's property. Left hand side पे cos theta into sec theta is equal to right hand side पे क्या है? A upon B into B upon A. B cancel it. Therefore cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. Cos theta into sec theta into 1. This is first interrelationship. इसे कहते हैं interrelationship of T for trigonometric, R for ratios. This is interrelationship of trigonometric ratios. All right. So you have to remember cos theta into sec theta is 1. Children, this chapter becomes difficult because इसको आपको अलग अलग तरीके से याद रखना है. Main is this. From here you get cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta. है ना? sec को उधर ले गए या sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta, यदि cos को वहां ले जाए. उसका उल्टा भी याद रखना है. उल्टा मतलब क्या? 1 is equal to cos theta into sec theta. 1 upon sec theta is equal to cos theta. 1 upon cos theta is equal to sec theta. Children, है एक ही ट्रिगोनोमेट्रिक रेशियोज, है एक ही ट्रिगोनोमेट्रिक, सॉरी, दिस इज जस्ट वन आइडेंटिटी, बट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इन 6 डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स. ऐसा क्यों? समटाइम्स कुछ एक्सप्रेशन में यू विल हैव 1, तो 1 की जगह पे आपको जरूरत के हिसाब से एज पर द डिमांड यू माइट हैव टू राइट cos थीटा इनटू sec थीटा. कहीं पे आपको cos थीटा sec थीटा मिल जाएगा, आपको उसकी जगह पे लिखना होगा 1. कहीं पे आपको cos थीटा मिल जाएगा, जरूरत हुई तो उसको लिखना पड़ेगा 1 अपॉन sec. कहीं पे आपको मिल जाएगा एक्सप्रेशन में sec थीटा, हमें cos की जरूरत है तो sec की जगह पे 1 अपॉन cos लिखना पड़ेगा. या cos इस प्रकार एक्सप्रेशन में है, 1 अपॉन cos के फॉर्म में है, लेकिन मुझे चाहिए sec, so I'll have to write 1 upon sec, 1 upon cos as sec theta. So 1 upon cos को सब्स्टिट्यूट करना पड़ेगा by sec और 1 upon sec को cos. So 6 फॉर्म आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा and you have to apply that, you have to utilize that, and that creates trouble for you. But as I said, if you remember the main one, आप माइंड से बना सकते हैं. Cos into sec is 1, so cos is 1 upon sec, sec is 1 upon cos, 1 upon cos will be sec, 1 upon sec will be cos. 1, yeah, that is cos into sec. So 6 के 6 आपके सामने आ जाएंगे. But you remember this, and that you can remember very easily. Casotova, cos का रेसिप्रोकल है sec, so cos into sec is 1. Sin का रेसिप्रोकल नीचे cosec, sin into cosec is 1. Tan का रेसिप्रोकल नीचे हमने लिखा cot, tan into cot is 1. Is that clear? So this is the first trigonometric ratio. Sorry, interrelationship of trigonometric ratio. All right? चलिए, मैं बहुत डिटेल में नहीं कर रहा हूं अभी, फटाफट 3 लिख रहा हूं. फर्स्ट, cos theta into sec theta. Cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. Second, sin theta into cosec theta. Sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. Third, tan theta into cot theta. Tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Fourth, yes. Now see this tan theta. Please see tan theta. What is tan theta? C upon A. C upon A. Now what I do, children? जरा देखिए. This is equal to C and A. Numerator में C, denominator में A. I divide both by the third real number, and that is B. Divide both numerator and denominator by B. Now what is C upon B? देख लीजिए. Where is C upon B? ये रहा sin theta. So in place of C upon B, I can write sin theta. And what is A upon B? कहाँ है? ये रहा A upon B. That is cos theta. So I established relationship between tan, sin and cos. So you can say fourth one, tan theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. So this is fourth interrelationship. And fifth one, definitely the reciprocal of tan is cot. tan का reciprocal ये tan का reciprocal cot. So जो भी tan होगा उसका inverse. tan है sin upon cos, so cot होगा cos theta upon sin theta. Did you understand, children? आपको समझ में आया? Sure you all understood. So tomorrow you have to learn this. Okay? You copy this in your notebook. This is 6 trigonometric ratios. उसके डेफिनेशन है। एंड दूसरा ये आप कॉपी करना, these are interrelationship of trigonometric ratios. How many interrelationships you all have? Okay, fine. Now एक चीज, आप इसको थीटा लो या इसको थीटा लो, दोनों एक्यूट एंगल ही है। सो ऑलवेज देयर इज वन कंडीशन, थीटा इज ग्रेटर देन 0 डिग्री एंड लेस देन 90 डिग्री, ऐसी एक कंडीशन होती है। बिकॉज वी आर यूजिंग थीटा एवरीवेयर, हम थीटा यूज कर रहे हैं ना, जो भी एंगल, थीटा की जगह पे अल्फा यूज कर सकते हैं, बीटा यूज कर सकते हैं, या आप सिर्फ एंगल ए यूज कर सकते हैं, कॉस ए। तो ये जो भी एंगल है, ए हो तो ए, अल्फा हो तो अल्फा, बीटा हो तो बीटा, विल बी ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन 0 एंड लेस देन 90। आपको ये कंडीशन मिलेगी एवरीवेयर, दिस कंडीशन वुड बी रिटन। सो आपको पता होना चाहिए व्हाट दैट ट्राइज टू से। आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड व्हाटएवर वी डिड सो फार। So today we learned the definition of trigonometric ratios and second thing, interrelationship. Okay, I gave you that shortcut also. Please copy that also. I'm writing it here. Ka, so, tova. Cos का रेसिप्रोकल है sec, sin का रेसिप्रोकल है cosec, और tan का रेसिप्रोकल है cot. All right. Okay, remember this, cos theta, A for adjacent upon hypotenuse, so sec theta will be hypotenuse upon adjacent, उसका reciprocal. Sin theta will be opposite upon hypotenuse, O for opposite, H for hypotenuse, उसका reciprocal. Cosec theta will be H upon O, that means hypotenuse upon opposite, and the last one, you know that. So you copy these three things now. Is that clear? Trigonometric ratios, definition, the shortcut trick to remember it, and the interrelationship. Okay, tomorrow we'll see identities, then trigonometric ratios of special angles and trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. First we'll see all that we need to learn, and then I'll start the examples. Okay, so we end up this session today here. Goodbye. Have a good day.